Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney, and in today's video we will be setting up my bullet journal for August 2024. Now, August is a very big month. First things first, it is back to school month. I am going back to school. I start my master's program at the end of August and I am so excited. And if you see that this first page has a little tab and it's shorter, then you guys would know if you watched my bullet journal setup for the year, for my mid-year bullet journal setup, that we are now on the fall semester side of when I was prepping my bullet journal. So that's why this page is a little bit shorter. And now we are into the school year technically, which I'm so excited. More importantly, my birthday is in August as well, hence why I wanted to do something a little bit more elaborate, and we will be using watercolors today. So let's get started. Now, before I jump into the page, I wanted to show you guys these 3 washi tapes that I got from Archer and Olive as kind of like my inspiration. Very blue, very summer, very my style, my vibe, very flowery. I love them. So I have these on the side, and these are like my inspo for this title page. And also, if you guys want these washi tapes from Archer and Olive, please use my affiliate code KB Journals and you can get 10% off. I'll link it in my description below. But back to the main thing about this is, for August being my birthday month, I wanted to keep it simple because I am going back to school and I don't want to do anything elaborate. But I also wanted to do something fancy because it's my birthday and I deserve it because it's my birthday. So I decided to grab some watercolor paper and use this small little watercolor set I got from Target. I think it was about $10, and just paint some poppies. So right now I cut off the page to make it smaller to fit the little flap. So it's just going to be on the back side of that. And I just used a bunch of light blues and mixings. Some of these are wet paper on wet watercolor, some are wet on dry. Tried to mix up the variety a little bit. And I just went back and forth using the light blues and the dark blues and water, and just like making little blobs that I will go over with my black gel micron pen a little bit later. And if you guys are curious as to why I decided to draw poppies, a flower that I've never really attempted to draw until this spread, the birth flower for the month of August is a poppy. And I think poppies are actually just a very cute, simple flower. And I think that explains me. It's beautiful. It doesn't need to do too much. Very, very simple. And you guys can kind of see my little pencil marks over or through the watercolors, but I decided to do like one line poppy drawings in a sense where I never lifted my pencil. I just kind of wanted it to be very I wanted it to look hand drawn and look very kind of simplistic in design, and you guys will see it more when I fill it in with my black gel micron pen. But I think it's very kind of like simplistic, and you can tell it's handmade, which is what I wanted for this month. Now, when it comes to actually attaching this page onto or like inside the bullet journal, I didn't want it to be glued on to the divider flap just because I felt like that would be very heavy, and I'm gonna move the divider flap a lot, so I kind of wanted it to be its own separate thing, especially because watercolor paper is so thick. So what I decided to do was use the washi tape and kind of tape it on and actually just like tape it inside the book. So that's what I'm using. Decided to use the blue one with the white flowers just because it's the most simplistic and I think it doesn't bother it. But yes, I just decided to tape it on both sides, front and back. So both flaps are the same size, but they're movable separately, if that makes sense. Now on to the calendar page. I tried to do painting again. So this first little bit is me painting the rows for each row of my calendar. You know, I decided to keep it very simple. I always keep my calendars very simple. However, when I decided to outline my calendar, I used this black click art marker, like felt tip marker. And when it went over the paint, it left these nasty little bumps that I absolutely hated and I could not stand for. So what I decided to do, which you guys will see at the end of all this, is I used the same washi tape I used to attach my August title page, and I cut it in half and I made that the new rows for my calendar because it looked so freaking ugly, like this thick black felt line. Like, oh my gosh, I hated it. When I think about it now, looking over this as I do this voiceover, it gets me mad. It was so ugly, y'all. It was so ugly. And then at the bottom of this page, I created two boxes. One is my key again, so I can highlight, you know, my paydays for work, important meetings, important things for school, all that good stuff. And then I left another box just for like small little notes of, or just like reminders throughout the month. Alright, here is a quick little peek of the final calendar and title page. I wanted to show you guys a bit early because I didn't get any footage of me tracing over the flowers because it would have actually took too long to record, and I didn't want this video to be 18 hours long. So here is just a final product of what I did for my title page and my calendar page. Alright, these next and last two pages, of course, are not the most fun or the most entertaining to watch. However, it is the most necessary for all students and professionals, and that is my goals and dates page and my gratitude pages. So because I had one little extra thin strip of washi tape, I decided to use that to make the little t-chart for my goals and dates page. Kept it the same setup for July, kind of had two columns, you know, goals, things that I want to accomplish for the month of August, and then dates. So important dates would, you know, of course be like my start date, my birthday, and any other meetings or paydays that are coming up for the month. You guys know it's very, very simple and very, very easy. And as you guys know, gratitude page, I've kept it the same for the entire year plus that I've been doing bullet journaling. You know, I keep my title page very simple. I just used a blue Tombow brush pen to write gratitude, labeled it 1 through 31, and then just highlighted every other row with that same brush pen. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, you guys, we have made it to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Have a happy rest of your July, and I hope you have a happy August.